Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we wrap up our fun with the American tech tree, finishing off with none other than the Iowa. And we are on the new Greece map. So I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be a fun match. A lot of crazy things are going to happen here. And I'm going to be one step ahead of the enemy most of the way. So hopefully you guys are ready. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Now, a couple of people that I want you to pay attention to is mainly the Jean Bart to my right. Me and this Jean Bart are going to hold this side and absolutely wreck the enemy team. So, yeah, it's going to be good. And this little destroyer here, who's going to not go run away from the fight. He's going to push up this right side with me, and we are going to have a good time. Between the three of us, we basically win this match for our team. Now, I don't want to spoil it, but I think you guys are going to enjoy this fight. Now, it's going to start a little slow. As you can see, Greece is not a very big map. So pushing straight in right away isn't always the best thing, especially when you have the range. Just sit back and do what you've got to do. Now, there are 3 destroyers against us, which is not preferable, but, you know, it is a thing. And, the reason I don't push in right away on this map is because there's going to be a lot of people that give you opportunities to shoot them. Really good opportunities, like this Colorado presenting himself broadside right now. And if you push up too early, then you take away your opportunities for some of the shots, especially the guys that are going to the left. But this Colorado, I mean, you can't do this, dude. I don't know what you were... Oh, never mind. You get to survive this time, but that's an Iowa, and he is in the exact same position where he's brought... Oh my god, that dispersion is disgusting. Wait for it. Oh, we didn't quite lead him enough. It's gonna be towards the back of the ship, but between me and the Jean Bart, that's a lot of damage. One salvo from the Jean Bart, 1 salvo from the Iowa. He has lost 1/3 of his health. Now, he's lucky that wasn't more than he lost. Like, that's all he lost. But you can see Jean Bart burned his damage, or his first reload booster there to get another shot, which you can't blame him. Beautiful broadside shot on an Iowa. This dispersion looks a little more sketchy. However, it looks a lot better placement on the ship, and we get another nice penetration. We get 2 of them, in fact. Up to 26,000 damage already. And the Colorado's probably like, man, I'm glad that Iowa was coming. Because if he hadn't jumped out there and got shot by everybody, that would have been me. And you're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong. Now, we're going to try to finish off the Iowa first. Now, the Iowa, for whatever reason, is spamming HE. Don't know why. It's not going to end well for him, but he's not going to live much longer anyway because we just hit him again. And now I'm assuming the Jean Bart will finish him on the next shot. So my next shot, my next target is going to be this Benson. Now, you can see our destroyer over there is asking for help. He's like, we need this, and the Akatsuki actually finishes off the Iowa. Well done. So that means the Jean Bart and I can both focus this Benson. And Benson, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're wrong. Shot out. Oh, he disappears. He disappears. Is the shot going to hit him anyway? Yes. Actually, we get 1 single hit on him. Not the best hit in the world, but, you know, right as we fire, he disappears, and that screwed our shot all up. Unfortunate. But, you know, it is a thing. Now, the Akatsuki over there should have an advantage, because the Jean Bart did whop him pretty good. He whopped him pretty good. So if this guy is dumb enough to get himself spotted again, he's going to have a bad day. Whether by us or by the Akatsuki. Akatsuki does the right thing, starts... Oh, hello. Yep, that's shot out. And... Oh, we didn't lead him enough. We didn't lead him enough, but he has no health, so surely our Akatsuki can finish him off. Now look at the enemy's position versus our team. Our team has 3 caps versus their 1. We're losing the center cap currently, but not for much longer. And the enemy is all bunched up in the same location, which means they're giving up the ability to put people in crossfires. T-Bull talks about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. Crossfires make this game. You cannot win a match very often without getting crossfires on the enemy. Now, you can see I'm really wanting to get that Kutuzov, but he's just too far away. He's actively trying to avoid getting hit So we're going to focus the Bismarck as quickly as we can. We get a pretty good hit right off the bat. And we're going to push up. Now, right around this time, I noticed that there are some less than ideal conditions happening off to my right side. Now, notice the Akatsuki over there hasn't been able to take C yet. Why would that be? Oh, he just died. That's because there's another Akatsuki over there. And he's not alone. There are 2 other destroyers on that side of the map. One of them was last seen over here, so maybe he's not over there yet. But there's definitely an Akatsuki off to our right. So me and this Jean Bart have to be pretty careful here. We don't want to get ourselves caught off guard by an Akatsuki. And I say that, and we're definitely going to get ourselves caught off guard by an Akatsuki. We're going to push up, though, and the 2 of us are going to make very, very different life choices in this match, and it's going to end very, very differently for both of us. So hopefully you guys pay attention to what I do versus what he does. And now, inevitably, he's going to kind of give me a little message in the game, whatever you call that, the dialogue wheel, where he's like cussing me, basically. And to each his own, I do kind of abandon him here. But not necessarily the way you think I do. So Kutuzov getting himself up. He's only 13 kilometers. I'll take this shot any day of the week. And yeah, down he goes. You cannot do that to Kutuzov. You're very close. You're broadside on. You're not sailing very quickly. You're not... Oh, God, torpedoes. That's a lot of torpedoes. It's a good thing that we started moving. And that is just out of range. Good. So, yeah, that's my warning shot. That's time to get the heck out. Now, watch where he goes versus where I go. He goes to actively engage the Bismarck. But notice the torpedoes that were coming were on our right side. That is not where you want to put yourself. You don't want to put yourself on the other side of an island. Now, he actually beaches himself here, and that's even worse. So, I'm going to move up. I'm going to protect myself using the island on my right from the 2 destroyers that are here. And I'm going to try to help my team on the left with this Jean Bart because I have a crossfire opportunity. Now, we have effectively stopped the enemy from capping the center, maintaining our 3-cap advantage. And we do manage to take down the Jean Bart. And now we have a Richelieu who is sitting right in front of us. And you can see our Jean Bart behind us is starting to feel some type of way about his life choices. And he is not long for this world. And, you know, you can't really argue with it. He tried. He thought he was doing the right thing, but with those destroyers out there, he put himself in a bad position he can't run away from. Now, we're going to try to get rid of this Richelieu because I don't want to potentially get obliterated by him. Otherwise, you know, if I turn to help with the Bismarck, I'm going to get shot by this Richelieu. And while he's spamming HE now, I can almost guarantee the moment that I decide to give the broadside of this ship up, he is going to absolutely pummel me with AP. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay angled. He does fire HE at me again there, so I go ahead and try to get the rear gun involved, which is a bit of a risk. I know he doesn't have a reload booster for his main batteries, but he does get it shot off. And you can see I destroy one of his front guns, completely destroyed it, took out the other one temporarily, and he is now in secondary range. He's getting shot by my secondaries. We are putting really, really effective fire, but you'll see torpedoes on their way, so I don't want to push past the island. I'm going to start reversing. The Jean Bart has officially died, and the Bismarck has disengaged. I'm not sure why, but the Bismarck has definitely disengaged. We get another good salvo into the Richelieu, just aiming above the guns here. Maybe knocking out the guns, maybe being able to get penetrations. That's what we're aiming for in this situation. Now, this is still anybody's ball game, but our team is pretty well in control of the match, at least from a cap standpoint. So as long as we don't screw up too bad, I think we can pull this off. You can see another destroyer getting spotted off to my right. More torps passing in front of me. And we get another good salvo into the Richelieu. Now, this battle with the Richelieu seemed like it was taking forever. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you can't just get the huge damage that you can get when they're broadside. If he's bow tanking me, that leaves me very few options. But being able to take out one of his guns early has really limited his potential. Now, we managed to take down the Richelieu with our secondary setting a fire. And then we get jumped by a destroyer. Now, we were ready for it. We're already moving forward, and he has no chance whatsoever of hitting these torpedoes. However, there was 2 destroyers over here. So we don't want to just charge straight around the corner, because I have a feeling that if I do, I'm going to be dead. And sure enough, the moment I pull the trigger, the other Akatsuki gets spotted. There's 1, 2, and 3. All of his torpedoes are in the water. We managed to go ahead and stop ourselves, turning nice and tight to the dock to make sure we don't outrun the island. And as soon as we get loaded, this Akatsuki is toast. He's made the wrong choice in life. He thought he had me. He was wrong. He never had me. He never had his car. But now we have the Bismarck out in the distance. We have the Akatsuki behind me. I checked the Akatsuki. He is actually engaging my teammates at the moment, which is perfect. And that means I get to engage the Bismarck. And we managed to survive something that we probably shouldn't have, but all because we were paying attention. Now, one of the biggest weaknesses of my game in particular, especially in battleships, but in pretty much everything, is tunnel visioning. I get caught all the time where I'm engaging somebody like that Richelieu and we were trading back and forth, and I forget to watch the map, or I forget to pay attention to what's going on around me, and I get myself torped to death, or I get myself shot up by somebody I didn't know was coming. And that is something that I think everybody needs to work on, but definitely something I need to work on. It's happened in my Baltimore recently, where I was engaged with everybody. I do a lot of damage, and then I get torped into oblivion because I'm paying attention to the guys in front of me and not realizing that somebody beside me has, set me up to die. But the Bismarck doesn't have a whole lot of health left. You can see we're trying to take him down. Are we going to get the kill? Come on, baby! And yep, we managed to pull it off, getting our 4th kill. And we managed to survive Thermopylae, basically. The nice little hot gates there. We put ourselves in the middle of the map, we get shots on everybody, and we managed to walk away with a high caliber, 141,000 damage, 4 kills, top of the leaderboard for sure. So, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.